Trailblazers. To welcome you to the NBA on C2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and courtside, Doris Burke. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Wizards 5 right now. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. And down low. And it's Pierce in the small forward. Clark, how about the firepower for the Blazers? Last season, they vaulted to the #1 offense in the NBA.
Up from 15th the prior season, Kevin, and they were #1 in three-pointers made and free throw percentage. Near the top in assists as well. And they moved the ball and they shot it with great precision.
And the engine of the Blazers offense, the deadly pick-and-roll combo of Damian Lillard and Marcus Aldridge. They're that next great point guard power forward tandem in the vein of maybe Stockton and Malone or Nash and Amari Stoudemire.
And the Blazers, with their great outside shooting and passing, really able to space the floor, which allows LaMarcus Aldridge to do excellent work inside. And he's really blossomed into one of the true go-to guys in terms of big men in the paint. That turnaround jumper of his is honey sweet, cotton soft, and impossible to block.
Beal dishes to Nene.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
On defense, Washington. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game. And Wall kicks to Beal. Passes it to Pierce. Gortat with the screen for Wall. Pass to Gortat. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Beal. Good on the three-point shot.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Lillard the pass to Aldridge. Batum attacking. Knocked away. Taken away by Nene. Here's Wall. Oh, look out. Whoa. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
And the basket by Lillard.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Pass to Beal. Lopez again. Score shot. 8 away. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively they look great.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. Feeds it to Aldridge. And there's the call in the net.
Computer, what you doing?
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Aldridge with his screen on Wall. Fires the three.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first four.
Well, the Wizards signed John Wall to that max contract extension last season, and he rewarded them. Made his first All-Star game appearance and led the team back to the playoffs for the first time in 6 seasons.
The first free throw is good.
John Wall is becoming very efficient running the pick and roll. He's got a nice pull-up from the right elbow if the defender decides to sag off or go under the screen, and if they play up on it, he can blow right by him. So because of his finishing ability, that's a tough cover.
That is good. And it's 7 points for Damian Lillard.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
And Wall kicks to Beal. And again, Washington no good. And Wall has some good big men to work with running that pick and roll. Nene, very mobile. Steve, a great finisher.
Yeah, and of course, Marcin Gortat spent a couple years running the pick and roll with Steve Nash in Phoenix. So, you know, he's had some pointers for Wall, too. All in all, you love to see the chemistry that has developed between all those players.
And the basket by Lillard.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
And Wall slams it home. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Now, here's Lillard. 10 points for him. Aldridge kicks to Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up. Offensive rebound.
Oh, for real?
Second chance shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, there were some question marks heading into last season about how long Aldridge would be with the team. I mean, a report was circulating that he wanted to leave, but he denied it, and good for Portland that it was just a rumor mill at work.
Yeah, last season definitely, guys, had some drama with Aldridge and his future. But as the season rolled on and the Blazers played so well, winning a first-round series over Houston, making it to the second round, it's certainly one of the big surprises in the league, but all that other talk kind of went away.
Well, that's what winning does, Skip. I mean, it just kind of cures everything. A lot of drama early in the season, speculation about whether Aldridge would resign or not. But, you know, with the success of the season and that good young core, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to keep everybody together.
And that one's good by Pierce.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Come on, what the hell are you doing?
Now, here's Lillard. 10 points for him.
I don't like that.
The shot misses. Beal again. Beal can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Outside Batum. Portland no good that time either.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Matthews. Beal dishes to
Come on, you
Nene.
can't catch that?
Can't get it to go. Nice D from Aldridge. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Now here is Aldridge.
Got too many life.
Wesley Matthews on the wing.
Wow.
Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here, guys. This is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
Here's Nene. 14 feet away. And off the glass. That one's good. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Lillard attacking. And it's good. Matthews has got his second basket. Lillard against Wall. That's good.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Lillard, the pass to Matthews. To the left wing. From deep. And it's Matthews again missing.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
What are you doing in the white?
Down low. And Lillard throws it down. Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, 2 good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
And Washington has possession. Portland making their last shot.
Ooh.
Lopez with the steal. Here's Batum. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez sets a screen for Matthews. He feeds it to Batum. Goes up the baseline. Again, Batum missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Out to the right wing. Nene with the screen on Lopez. Clock at 6.
And 1.
Porter.
Get that.
No good.
And 1.
Second chance effort. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
All I need is 1, man. Just give me
A
1.
lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And I love the penetration because we're seeing a team that's attacking the lane, forcing the defense to collapse, and you're going to see some easy points as a result.
Chris Kaman is checked in for the Trailblazers. And Matthews kicks to Lillard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard.
Sacrifice your body, good.
Can't hit.
They've got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Well, I like the way they've set the tone. You know, they're going to have to continue to work at it, but rebounds will be key in this game, no question about it. Marcel Webster in the second season of a 4-year deal. He signed with the Wizards. He's a really good combo player. He can shoot and he can defend. And with that size on the wing, he becomes a valuable asset to any team.
And while Webster Clark is not great at creating his own shot, he's still effective.
Yeah, because he's a great catch-and-shoot guy. I mean, he's able to knock down those 3-pointers. He gets his feet set and a little bit of time and space, he'll make you pay. Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
The Wizards have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Well, you look at the Wizards, they've got an interesting mix of younger players and veterans, and they had tried to build their team with younger players, but a lack of leadership and maturity and professionalism led them to make some trades for more veteran presence. And you need a nice blend if you're going to win at a consistent level and get to the playoffs. And the Wizards got all the way to the second round as a result.
Shot clock at 6.
Don't touch
Back
him.
to Batum.
Good D.
Shot is off.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
And 1.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And for a Wizards team that has mixed results in the draft, trading for proven veterans, Steve, certainly makes some sense.
Yeah, but it may also limit their upside. I mean, that's the trade-off with a solid veteran front line and a young developing backcourt. Have to see if they can continue to climb in the East.
Sessions checked in for John Wall.
Otto Porter, the 3rd overall pick in last year's draft out of Georgetown, touted as one of the most NBA-ready players in the draft, but a hip injury cost him the first month of the season, and he never really could get into the rotation.
In transition, here come the Wizards.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 3. Matthews a screen on Sessions. Lillard attacking.
Come on.
To the left side wing. Here's Kaman.
Don't foul.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, last year at the free throw line, he was successful 76% of the time.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Kaman. Here's Sessions. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Kicks to Webster. And stolen by Aldridge.
Oh, good. He ain't gonna hold with this.
Matthews pushing it up. No one
Get
back
back
to stop
with
him. Here's Lillard. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Wizards out front. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, Stephen Clark, your thoughts?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
The Wizards with the lead. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem.
Way to
And
go,
it's
Hopper. Way to
Lopez
Hopper.
in
Way
a
to
pivot
Hopper.
spot manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
There's the feed to Lillard. Into LaMarcus Aldridge.
They got to be tired. They ain't
Rebound
come out
by
yet,
Webster.
coach.
That was a
Come out
layup.
yet.
You've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Courts out with the screen for Sessions.
He would be fancy.
with
Come
the
on,
steal.
Sessions. Just make a regular pass.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Matthews leading the
Oh,
charge.
somebody got to pick that up.
Floats one up.
They will make that.
That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Aldridge.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Here's Gortat, and he banks in the layup. Gortat's got 8 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yeah, come on, Gortat.
Well, Kevin, Robin Lopez has always been just a little bit different. He feels at home in Portland, where the city slogan says, "Keep Portland weird." Coach Stott said there aren't too many towns that have that slogan. Portland's a perfect fit for him and vice versa. Lopez definitely marches to the beat of his own drum, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Lopez always a bit of an eccentric, but the Blazers love his impact on the court.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Here's Aldridge. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. Out to Sessions. It's blocked.
Why are you guys for?
But he gets it back. It's Pierce with the drive. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Good on the shot. And the Wizards lead by 3. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Lillard. Can't
There
hit.
we go.
And the Wizards now going the other way. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Outside Pierce.
And one. Come on,
Portland
Rap.
grabs the miss.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenge him.
That was a good play.
And Aldridge slams it in.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession. Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Good D.
Gortat with the steal. Here's Beal. It's tipped. Lillard again. It's Beal. And Batum kicks to Aldridge. Pulls up on the wing.
Come on.
They get it
Gortat
back.
getting in that man's
The
way.
dish to Gortat. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers
Oh.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
Come on, Gortat, get your ass back on defense, baby.
Trailblazers trail
And
by 4.
Washington had its best season in recent memory this last year, and a lot of their wins came from how fast they were out of the gate. And they always seemed to start on point.
It's Beal on the wing. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Beal's got 5 now.
Already cold.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been
Reaching them
impressive,
before
putting
they
a lot of
control.
pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Portland. Collin comes in for Damian Lillard. Here's Aldridge. 11 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Washington was a fast starting team last year. Top 5 in first quarter scoring and overall speed of the team could catch, I thought at times, opponents Clark off guard.
And that speed is the key. I mean, you look at Wall and certainly Bill, Bradley Bill, John Wall. Pace of play very much something they emphasized and put pressure on the opposing teams with the way they play.
Gortat with the screen for Sessions. Shot clock at 6. Webster dishes to Pierce. Baseline jumper.
Dang.
And the shot clock
That was
expires.
the
24
slowest
second
animation
violation.
ever.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Chris Kamen's checked in for Aldridge. And it's right in for Wesley Matthews. Fades away. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Wright. Wall attacking. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense. Boy, he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Washington leading now by 3. And Beal kicks to Nene. Gortat inside. He's covered by Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Kamen.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
And that one's good. Now just a 1-point Washington lead.
And he was 1 step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wall. He's got 12. He kicks to Beal. Gortat with his screen on Wright. 6 on the shot clock. And rattles out the dunk. You know, the layup might have been a better shot for him. Aaron Aflalo coming off his best season yet, Steve, an 18-point per game score. Shooting well from the field, 3-point range, and the line.
And Kevin, when you think about the efficiency, it's made even more impressive when you consider that he drew a lot of defensive focus.
Nene outside. Nene left side. Back to Wall. He dishes it to Beal. Here's Gortat. That one's off. Still out of sync. Portland leading. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
C.J. McCollum taken 10th last season out of Lehigh, and much like Damian Lillard, Clark, a 4-year guard from a mid-major school.
Yeah, and I like him a lot. Watched him his junior year up close, and you know, both of those guys were big-time scorers at the collegiate level. Similar in size, and also attitude, very confident but understated, and they both have terrific three-point laser shot.
And I know with one of your boys playing mid-major college basketball, you've got a great appreciation for what the talent level is at that.
Exactly, and how guys can develop over the course of a 4-year career.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Leonard. Aldridge comes in for Chris Kamen. Wesley Matthews checked in for Darrell Wright. And Lillard subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. And it's McCollum in the corner. Beal with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Nene with the stuff.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Lillard outside. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Stolen by Pierce. The three.
Yeah, come on, son.
That's good. And now a 5-point Wizards lead.
And McCollum dealing with a foot issue over the last couple of years. Broke a bone in his foot during his senior year.
Gonna leave him hanging, huh? Yeah, you better slap his hand, boy.
The first 2 months. So hopefully that's a thing in the past.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And McCollum, a polished scorer from his 4 years at Lehigh, averaged over 20 points a game for his career. He has the opportunity, I think, to really solidify the guard rotation in Portland as a combo guard who can play either the 1 or the 2.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard left side. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
It's Wall with the drive. They double him with Matthews. And out of bounds as the
I knew I
Trailblazers
should have
gain
just went
possession.
ahead shot it, man.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Trailblazers trailed by 5.
After we call the timeout, then they can
And
turn the ball
Lillard
over
kicks to
on after
Batum.
us.
Nene against Aldridge. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Aldridge has got 8.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Matthews. Into Nene. It's deflected. Lopez with the steal. Lillard with it. Now Pierce defending. Dishes to Matthews. The pass to Aldridge. Back to Matthews. Beal pulls it in.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
And Nene slams it in.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Lillard, the best to Matthews. The tray. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Lillard.
Maybe that'll get him going here in the second quarter. He already knocked down 2 in the first.
Outside for Beal.
My man.
From outside the arc. And that one's good.
From that arc, man.
Beal's
85
got 8.
games.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back and forth sequence right there.
Here's Lillard. Cans the shot from the wing. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter. Washington leading now by 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Wall. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Gortat with a screen on Lillard.
And one.
Ball. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on Damian Lillard.
Obvious foul. Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Wizards have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And so John Wall nails both of them. That's a 2 from Matthews. And that's not going to go.
Get that, man.
And we're through 2 here and a good one. Wizards lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
What we looking like? What we looking like? Oh man, 56%. We gotta get our defense tightened up though. Can't be mad. Our defense looking better though. We keep them in the teens in this third and we do something here. it look like? What it look like? So he done put me on super pole. Go ahead and do it for the halftime show. Let's do it again. For y'all old heads, this halftime show brought to you by the Staple Singers. Let's do it again.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Lillard has been playing really well.
Let's do it again.
And the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, what a remarkable half the way he attacked the rim and scored in the paint. Defenders, they were trying to slow him down any way possible, but he still got through.
Easier said than done when he's the penetrator. His speed and agility make him extremely hard to defend.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. Wall and Beal
Bradley,
together in the
man.
backcourt. Pearson and Nene filling up the forward spots. And it's Gortat in at the 5. After a 2-year absence from the playoffs, the Portland Trail Blazers able to get back into it last year to face Houston in a 4-5 seeded matchup.
And they jockeyed as hard as they could to get that home court advantage, but just couldn't quite grab hold of it. Still, they were able to get by a very tough Houston team.
Like real life, gotta ride on a 37-year-old man to get the job done.
Lillard with it. Outside Matthews. The high post shot. And it's Matthews again missing.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Outside Wall. The Wizards working the ball around now. And Aldridge with the block. And he's able to get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Nene dishes to Pierce. Again, the Wizards score.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
On the wing, Batum.
Come on, Ralph. You gonna foul you on defense? You gonna bail them out when all them guys with my hands up.
Nicholas Batum, the 25th pick back in 2008. He's played his entire career, Steve, with his Blazer team.
Yeah, and a coveted player league-wide, Kevin, because he plays both ends. Excellent defender. He's got that length, good three-point shooter. And remember, the Timberwolves tried to sign him as a restricted free agent a couple of years ago, but the Blazers matched that 4-year, $46 million offer.
Animation can bring me all the way down there every time.
Here is Wall. He's got 14. Pierce kicks to Nene. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And that one's good by Gortat.
What do you want?
And, you know, Batum is viewed as a potential defensive stopper. Has not quite reached that level yet, struggling against stronger three-men.
Why did y'all switch
But
off like
his
that?
length and mobility do make him a
We'll
factor.
give us a 3. Oh!
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Matthews kicks to Aldridge. Lillard outside.
Pickpocket, man. I'll never get that.
5 to shoot. Off the left rim and out.
And for Batum defensively, a good shot blocker. Not as many steals as you might expect, but between his rebounding and his efficient scoring, he's a quality player.
Matthews into the lane. Aldridge with it. He's picked up by Wall. Lillard with no one around. Portland no good that time either.
Changing sides didn't seem to help them at all, huh, guys? They've missed their first 3 shots in the third quarter.
Here's Pierce. Puts up the baby hook.
Leave, man.
Off the glass,
He's
but it's
supposed
no
to go
good.
up after the first spin.
Lillard outside. And he makes good on the late. Lillard's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Into Nene.
Good pass.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's what the lob pass is for.
Nene's got the lead up to 10 now for the Wizards.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Lillard from outside. And the rebound goes to Nene. Nene's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to Pierce.
That's what I'm talking about, Peasy.
The nice feet on the run.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger cart right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Oh, look at that. Damn.
Batum attacking. And that one is hammered home. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but
Waiting
from the
for
other
you, big
perspective,
dog.
you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Mouse in the house. Sell him. Mouse in the house.
And Washington again with the bucket.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Pass to Batum. Kicks it out to Lillard.
Man, let me get that. That's interception.
Outside Matthews. Right side Matthews.
Gosh, I mean, let me throw. Give me that. That's what I'm talking about. Way to recover, Gortat.
Second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
I don't know, man. I'm glad it came out.
Wizards leading by 12. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Come on, man. How the heck is he down on the phone and he's still passing one time? There we go.
NBA business is certainly booming. With some big players signing huge contracts, that'll increase as the growing revenue raises the salary cap. Guys, one executive said, quote, players who got paid the max this year are going to be bargains on the back end of their deal. Back to you.
Okay, go with that. Hold it
Teams are
down.
playing
Hold it
ahead of
down.
Doris. Thanks.
You can't blow by you. We gonna give Batum that.
Outside Batum.
But someone gonna have to make that.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
6.
Wizards have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Pass to Beal.
To
the wing on the left.
Nene,
the pass to Beal. 4 seconds left.
Way to get big on him, Bradley. Way to get big on him.
10 points and the 2 nice steals as well. He's knocking down threes as effectively as twos, and that's saying something.
Yeah, because he's been good all over the floor. So valuable to this offense.
And the first one drops.
Well, you saw it a little at the back of his rookie year, and he continued it last season. Brad Beal, he's going to be a dynamic scoring guard in this league.
And both free throws good for Beal. Trailblazers trail by 16. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Matthews. Aldridge left side. Matthews dishes to Aldridge. Just 5 to shoot.
Good job, Wall.
Rejected by Wall.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That
like
plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Lillard outside. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And here's Wall. He's got 16. Now Porter.
Hit him with the Iverson. Let's go, Porter.
Rejected by Lopez. And Matthews kicks to Lillard. Inside.
Ooh, that's a tough pass. Good.
2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Damian Lillard off to a great start to his NBA career. Year 1, he was the 4th ever unanimous Rookie of the Year. And then year 2, his first All-Star year.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And Damian Lillard last season, the first player in NBA history to compete in all 5 major All-Star events.
Well, let's count them off right now, partner. He did the Rising Stars Challenge, the skills event, three-point shootout, the dunk contest, and he played in the big game on Sunday.
That's a busy weekend.
That's a full weekend, and the young fellow handled himself well in all 5 of them.
So for the Trailblazers, Leonard comes in for Robin Lopez, and Chris Kaman is subbed in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Here is Wall. He's got 16. Wall draws the double.
And they still ain't make my subs. Ain't just some garbage.
Washington calls timeout.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get it, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Get an attitude. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Got those wheels on the board. And my boy best because I gotta go.
Martell Webster, he's checked in for the Wizards. Temple comes in for Bradley Beal. So it's Washington now. Nene into the lane. And it's Wall in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Webster.
We'll take that.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
You know, Portland has a new GM as of 2012, and we've seen not just changes with the team roster, which you would expect, but really an overhaul of team operations as well. New scouting tools, a new strength and training staff, and a remodeling of the practice facility.
Lillard attacking.
Come on, can't. Oh, I knew.
It's going to be two
I
free
knew.
throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And for the Blazers, injuries have been such a problem over the years. With the new training staff, perhaps a more proactive approach to prevent injuries. Even things like nutrition. During flights, they used to offer cookies and ice cream bar. Now it's chicken and brown rice.
Okay.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And there'd been talk that LaMarcus Aldridge was unhappy in Portland. He has changed his tune.
And for him, Kevin, it seems as though winning is the main thing. But the Blazers also created a players-first culture. The players are your best recruiters, quite honestly. And word gets around. Guys are happy, and that helps them talk about their experience. Teams now have to look at the whole picture and trying to keep players content so they perform at their highest level.
Here's Kaman. And they have their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Free throw good. Porter.
Get in there.
And Porter drops them both.
You know, coming into the playoffs, a lot of people dismissed the Wizards because they were playing a more seasoned team during the playoffs. But the Wizards, actually, as you look at their roster, they had a number of players that were playoff tested.
Throws it up high. And Nene slams it in.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game.
Like
It's a deflating play for your morale.
Oh, why did you throw
Wizards
the ball?
did have more experience than most people realized last year. Helped in the playoffs and in the regular season.
Having veterans in the locker room is such a benefit in so many ways. Wizards have to owe some of their success last season to that.
Well, you know, veteran players bring perspective, they bring professionalism, they bring experience. And those are attributes that you can't be a playoff team without. And it served the Wizards well that they had those vets.
Kaman sets a screen for Lillard. From the arc. The shot is off. Wall with some nice defense.
Oh, Diggy.
Here's Porter.
My man.
And he uses both hands to jam it in. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got...
That's what we talking about. That's exactly what we do. So if we keep the third quarter, we keep them in the team.
Challenge
Open
them
this
a
thing
little
up.
bit at least. Such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game here.
A different look now for Portland.
Hey, man, if you had
Robin
the Al
Lopez is
Diggy
checked
too,
in for
we'll be
Myers
all right,
Leonard.
Sessions.
And Aldridge is subbed in for Chris Kaman. And a switcher also for Washington.
And one.
Sessions checked in for John Wall.
Set it up.
Nene,
set it up,
the
set
pass
it up,
to
set it
Sessions.
up.
Feeds it to Webster. Kicks
My man,
to
my
Nene.
Jesus.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that just shows you why it's so important to win the second shot game.
Yeah, you know, those second shots are usually the easy ones, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the defense is
I
out
made
of
a mistake
position
putting you out there.
on the shot attempt and in terms of
Yeah, we
rebound.
got to get that.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
I'm coming back shooting two.
Now here's Sessions. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
That's murder. That's
And the
murder
shot's
all
good
day.
from Nene.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic
Good
here
job.
and just say not so good at the other.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
The Trailblazers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And this was an excellent free throw shooting team a year ago, guys. About 81% as a team.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Oh, that's hard away. And one. Come on, Rap.
The miss. It's tipped. Some solid defense from Lillard. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Need to start calm.
Washington out in front. They lead. Trailblazers trail by 18. Aldridge in the low.
5 minutes.
Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Batum in the small forward position.
Right through Butler's
That's
hand,
the group on the floor for Portland. Rebound by the Wizards. Gortat's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Nope.
They get the rebound. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Sessions.
And one.
Back up.
That's Bone.
And count the basket. He was
Razor Ramon.
Going to the line for one more.
Shout out Razor Ramon.
That is a tough layup with a guy right on him. Good defense, but better offense. Ramon Sessions, a 6'3" combo guard. He's actually pretty good guarding shooting guards. A good strength, especially in his legs, which allows him to stay in front of offensive players.
Green on Sessions. And the basket by Lillard.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And Sessions kicks to Gortat. Pass to Sessions.
There we go.
Pierce attacking. Shot clock at 5.
Paul Pierce, at one time a franchise talent and an elite two-way player, now a self-described role player. He's a heck of a good one, too. Great scorer, shoot, drive, and get to the line.
And both free throws good for Paul Pierce.
Pierce playing very, very well. He has 18 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Yeah, whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been causing some mayhem out there for sure.
Go ahead and do your thing, Ramon. Okay. I didn't even know you could dunk, Ramon.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Matthews.
Oh, we had that. Good block.
How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
And Paul Pierce's own wins. Love those elbows.
Yeah, and he's such a good ball handler. So crafty in getting to his spot and able to put the defense on its heels. Not overly athletic. You think about Paul Pierce, and he's never one to overwhelm you with athleticism. But, man, can he play some basketball.
Beal. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lopez has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Matthews with it. Butler covering. Matthews no good.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Nobody near Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt.
Here's Gortat. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
to the
That
inside.
was cool. That's staying out my comment.
And the dunk by Batum.
I like that one.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Sessions.
Okay, Sasha.
Good. Sessions has got 7 points here in this quarter.
The
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. There's the bucket. Good.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Wizards leading by 20. And Sessions kicks to Beal. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Too little, too late from the deep. Give him credit for trying anyway.
Great job he did getting through him and up to the rim.
Yeah, now that was impressive, and that's exactly what I like to see.
You can handle him, Peasy. You can handle him, Peasy. Good move.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Paul Pierce.
Aldridge can do so many things on a basketball floor. It shouldn't really come as a surprise when he switches his style up. Last year, I thought he played a lot more with his back to the basket.
And to add what you said about Aldridge, the years before his last season, he tended to face up to the basket and Clark shoot over people, which was fine as he was so gifted at it.
But I think with the change to the Blazers' offensive schemes and just the way the team wanted to approach the season, they needed more of a back-to-the-basket guy, and Aldridge was as dominant as ever, stepping into that role, in addition to still being able to knock down that face-up jump.
Over in the corner, Matthews.
That's
Looking to get back on track here. Washington leading now by 20. Here's Sessions. And it's blocked by Lopez.
I agree with the Sessions.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Oh, he caught
Sessions with it. Lillard picks him up. Sessions with it. The kick out to Pierce. 6 to shoot. Webster passes to Gortat.
Let's go.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Was that Monster Fred?
For this quarter.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically laying.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Amazing hops exploding to the bucket.
Kevin, you don't expect to see that coming from the point guard position.
No way.
Boy, he elevated that size. That's impressive.
Matthews, no one around him. No good with the triple.
What a frustrating day for him. It's been a struggle, and it's rubbed off on the rest of the team for sure.
Wait a minute, Gortat. Poke him up now. He's scared.
The feed now to Gortat. There's the dish to Beal.
And we got him, coach. And one.
Fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, the Wizards very high on their young, athletic backcourt of John Wall and Bradley Beal. Both so young and lively. They can run the floor and score. I get the feeling they feel like the backcourt is really the foundation for this franchise moving forward.
I'm going to get my
Chris Kaman is checked in for Robin Lopez.
Messing with Webster and
and Beal with his great outside shooting. A nice compliment to John Wall.
You know, you watch Wall, how much he's improved as a shooter, but he's best really attacking off the dribble. With Beal spacing the floor,
good job,
make a nice 1-2 punch.
And that one's good. Wizards leading by 20.
Can't do that with that dude.
Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
I see it, man.
And Sessions kicks to Pierce.
Clear that out for him.
Second shot opportunity.
I see you out there, Peavy. Warm him up. Warm him up. Ooh.
And blocked.
Come on, man. I'm calling no foul.
Lillard
D.
Beal.
Let's like that.
Lillard attacking. Matthews dishes to Lillard.
Ain't got no choice, man. He's a volume shooter. He gonna pull him up.
Ramon
Good job,
Sessions with the
Sasha.
steal. Here's
Gotta be
Beal.
buckets.
The
On
shot's
his
good.
specialist, all that supposed to
Sessions
light
making
up
him
over
pay.
there, man.
Sessions has got 3 assists
6
now
for
in this
16,
one.
man. Garbage
The
sometimes.
Trailblazers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
That's enough work for you today.
Here's Lillard. And the shot falls short this time.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that.
Might get
Lucky
you one
break
more
for the
for staying
defense that he
trying to
missed
check
it.
it. You look like you
And
about
he
to
gets
heat
the
up.
bucket. 22
Finally
points
got
here
a
for
rhythm
Beal.
and I got a green release.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up.
Athletic play. Incredible.
Oh, you doing
Putting
something
on
right
a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual
Oh.
game. Are
Come
you
on, hold
kidding
up.
me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you
So
got
you
it.
got him,
Clark.
coach.
Courtside,
I was to say, you
kicks
ain't
to
gonna pass
Sessions.
that to Sessions?
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Sessions has got 11
clear,
in the
coach.
second half. Lillard, the pass to Aldridge. Shoots, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it, move the ball on.
Ah,
I
that's
think
the
he had
hammer, I
tunnel vision
know.
right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on. Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right,
Yeah,
Kevin?
that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not
Well,
to be.
might as well remove all doubt, right?
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Aldridge has got 20. Washington's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And Sessions kicks to Webster.
Oh, sometimes Sessions. I don't even know your shit right.
Just 5 to shoot. That drops.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting
Sometimes I do
pushed
step
around
back
on the
with
low
you and
block.
never come out.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
You gonna foul you now on offense. Maybe I can get it
And
done.
here's
One more
Sessions.
time. Wait a minute.
Outside
You see
Pierce.
something we like right here. You see something we like.
Dishes it to Sessions. And it's sent back
Oh,
by Kaman.
good lord. he sent
And
that
they're
thing
able to
back.
recover. Here's Webster. The second chance
Yeah.
effort.
Webster
And so
ain't
he
trying to
draws
come
the
off a
foul
floor.
on the
That's all
shot
that
on
was.
trip to the
Any other
line to
time
shoot
you
two.
wouldn't even draw that foul.
After a 5-year absence from the playoffs, the Wizards were able to get back into the postseason last year. Big step for the franchise.
And the Wizards certainly turned some heads in their postseason run. A team considered to be an afterthought in the playoffs, but they did as well as any could have hoped for in terms of getting to the second round and pushing the Pacers to 6 games in that round.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lopez is checked in.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Oh, that was a late
to
pass.
Sessions.
Come on, good.
Batum with the steal. To the paint.
Oh.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, man, you got
we
to
did
feel
it.
for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, that matchup is tough. He's giving up, what, 8
That's
inches?
3-2 since we got Big Kid down that joint.
Well, with the Wizards, a good postseason run, taking care of business, beating
Disrespecting that
Chicago in the
range,
first
good.
round. And
Come on.
then Clark put a scare into the Pacers in the second.
Exactly, Kevin. There was a rumor that some teams were trying to make it where they would face the Wizards in the playoffs, thinking they were weak and an easy opponent. Not sure if those rumors are true, and the Wizards certainly showed they're very
Oh, that was
and will be
perfect.
good
Come
going
on,
forward.
Sasha.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Wizards.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches,
Thank you.
execution
Finally
by
got
the
to the
players,
board.
everything was spot on.
You always need role players to step up and help, and that was the case here as everything was working except for Nene. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see he was a difference maker.
I'll let you make your
Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. He feeds it to Aldridge. Back to Lillard. Portland no good that time either. Washington's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Make a layup, man. You all right with me?
Here's Sessions.
Oh, too good to be true. When I talk to that.
16 seconds left in the game. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge.
Good D. That was a D.
Can't get it to fall.
Hold up. That's a done deal.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Not much to be critical of with this ring, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Nene.
They gave it to Nene, Black Jesus, huh? 54%, 6 for 12. Showing shot 50% from the arc in a minute. And he ain't shot 90 from free throw range. Ever. Second chance, bench points, assists, killed him, rebounds. We shot did alright though. And we went small for half of the game. He had to have a big fourth quarter though. We still outscored him in that fourth though. That third quarter opened it up though. Oh man, Lillard took about 40 shots and hit 40. I say that's a good job. What he didn't do was a good one on LA. He should have been rolling with LA. And them boys don't come out. 46, 44, 43, 45. No wonder we got that lead. They had to be tied. Bill 22, 20 and 9. That boy G. Nay, damn. If I'd have known, I could have had a triple-double with you, Nay. Sat you that whole fourth quarter. Shoot, Pierce tried to do something too. 5 steals, 18 and 8, 16, 2 and 5. Wong took 4 shots. Well, now he took more than that. He did get fouled a lot. Oh man, old Razor Ramon. Porter. Alright, man, from now on, I ain't even rolling with Webster. I'll roll with Webster, though. I ain't rolling with Temple and Butler no more. So, y'all watching the stream, thanks for coming out.